The Epilog laser has two different lenses, a 4-inch focal length lens and a 2-inch focal length lens. The 4-inch lens has a consistent spot size with less divergence over a greater depth, making it optimal for deeper vector cutting. 2-inch lens is best for high-resolution and fine detail engraving. It features a narrow spot size, but only at a very shallow depth. By default, we leave the 4-inch lens in, which is a good general-purpose selection, similar to the lens in the Rabbit. But if you want better engraving performance, you have the option of switching in the 2-inch engraving lens. To do so, just get a small Phillips head screwdriver and back out the screw holding the silver focal tube bracket in place. Be sure to keep your hand under the focal tube and on the lens, as when the bracket comes loose, you'll want to make sure the tube doesn't just fall down and hit the bed. Once you have the lens out, go over to the shelf and grab the case where we keep the lens. Putting the lens in is pretty easy. Just stick it back up inside the head where it came from. The most important thing to know is that there's a notch at the top of the tube. The notch needs to be positioned to the rear of the laser so that the text is facing towards the front. Once oriented as such, the lens should easily go up and sit firmly in position. Once you have it in, just close the bracket and retighten the screw. When you're done with the engraving lens, please remember to put the 4-inch cutting lens back in the laser. After which, take the engraving lens and place it back in its container on the shelf. Pointy end should face upward. As usual, any other questions, please see Slack or the Wiki.